Sophie, Countess of Wessex, and Prince Edward are believed to be among the favourite guests hosted every year by the Queen at Balmoral Castle. Sophie, 56, Prince Edward, 57 and two of their children Lady Louise Windsor, 17, and James, Viscount 7, 13, is expected to visit the Queen to Scotland next week. The Wessex family often goes north of the border when the King resides in her Balmoral Castle. In an interview with Telegraph magazine, the Countess of Wessex even confessed her family sometimes spent a lot of holidays in Balmoral and Sandringham than other royal relatives. She said, "Poor Queen had to give us longer than anyone else in Scotland and Norfolk. James and Louise are also said to enjoy their time in Scotland with the Queen. According to a royal person, the young royal enjoy their time and activity there. Sophie is believed to be very close to the Queen. Sophie and Prince Edward usually visit the Queen at Balmoral during her summer break. The phone source told their son, "Queen loved the fact that Louise and James enjoy their time in Balmoral, and she became particularly close to Louise, who seemed to have become a darling her likes, followed by James." Louise also loves himself with everyone, by taking care of William and Kate children when they are here. Louise loves drawings and sketches and very patiently tries to Charlotte to make photos of rabbits and deer. Louise has a clear artistic skill. The news added to the Queen gave a great honour to her youngest niece. Lady Louise reportedly has obvious artistic skills. They said, the Queen allowed Louise to look through some of the collection of Queen Victoria's Highlands sketches which are kept at Balmoral, but are rarely dug out these days. Moreover, James is said to have picked up fly fishing over the past few years, a sport loved by both the Queen Mother and taken on by Prince Philip after he could no longer shoot. Another source told their son, "James' enthusiasm for fly fishing delighted Her Majesty because it's a sport beloved of James' great-granny, the late Queen Mother." James was in the sea as often as possible, waders up to his armpits. Sophie with her children Louise and James at the funeral of Prince Philip in April. His mother Sophie, who was a keen fisherwoman herself, liked to stand with him. The Balmoral Gillies gamekeepers were impressed by both of them. Prince Edward and Sophie have been full-time working royals since the early 2000s, but they became increasingly beloved among members of the public in recent years. In January 2020, after Meghan and Prince Harry announced their intention to step back as senior members of the firm, the Wessexes were tipped by many commentators as the best candidates to pick up the work and patronages the Duke and Duchess of Sussex would leave behind after their exit. However, in an interview with the Sunday Times dating back to June 2020, Sophie said, after being asked whether the public would see more of her, "There are only so many hours in the day. People may pay more attention to what I am doing, but I remain as busy as I have ever been." Sophie joined the royal family by marriage in 1999 and steadily gained the trust of her mother-in-law the Queen to the point many royal watchers believe she has become one of Her Majesty's closest confidants. According to an insider, the Queen favours Sophie when she needs to pick a person to accompany her to church while at Sandringham or Balmoral, because she finds the Countess' presence soothing. The source added, "She is trusted and relied on by the Queen in a way I couldn't say applied to the Duchess of Cambridge or the Duchess of Cornwall. She is like another daughter to Her Majesty, they are that close." Following the death of Prince Philip in April, the key bond between the Wessexes and the Queen became apparent, with Sophie and Edward being trusted to speak to the press about how Her Majesty was doing and how the Duke passes away. Moreover, the Countess could release to the media a very intimate picture of the Queen and Prince Philip at Balmoral she had taken herself. As a testament to her affection for the Duke of Edinburgh, Sophie broke down in tears in June during an emotional interview with the BBC, while she was discussing the giant-sized hole in our lives left by Prince Philip's death.